freaking broke my
Wait.
charger.
Have
You
we
can just
seen
watch
It Comes
it
at
to
Night?
PS4.
Hold on, have we
No.
seen It Comes at Night?
No.
Have you seen It Comes at Night?
No.
Oh, that's what we're doing. It looks like a good one, too. Damn it, Con. Broadcast is not in progress. What the fuck?
Hey, just give it a second. I have to restart it.
Just let me know and then I'll start her up.
Okay, it's up.
It's up.
Yeah. Might take a second.
There we go. And then watch broadcast. There it goes, it's loading. And it is good.
Wow, episode 5 of the creepypasta. Wow. What a name.
Are you putting the creepypasta, like, as audio of this video?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh my Christ.
So that way I get
Well, I guess that
double
makes
the views.
sense. Things got streamed at freaking some 11:48 at night.
Broadcast not in progress.
What? Try again.
It's in progress. It's in progress.
Let me refresh it. Let me just try to
Oh,
find
I
it
got
again.
Dingle here.
Come on,
Hey,
baby,
Dingle,
load.
did you join?
Yeah.
I'm joining now. Come on, baby, load. Yeah, it's just stuck in a screen where you're like just not even moving. Like,
Well, you
the
might
car.
have to pull it up somewhere else. Either that or you're gonna stalk.
That's all. Never mind, it's fine. I'll keep trying while the video's playing.
Guys, just
Try
started.
one more time.
Mics.
Let me try one more time with that before you start it. And that's not going to happen. Alright, I'll just keep my PlayStation low so I can hear something besides this creepy ass shit. Alright, here we go.
Maybe you've seen what I've seen. Or you haven't. But just maybe you have. Either way, I know what I've seen. And that's what matters most, as far as I'm concerned. Believe what you will.
What's this one called again?
I've never cared about that part of things before.
It Comes at Night.
Out there. And you should too. In case it decides you're next. I have no recollection of when the first time I saw it was. As far as I can remember, it was always there. I do know that it first started while living with my grandparents, but actually nailing down when its first appearance was is a bit difficult. We, my sister and I, were taken into state custody when I was 4, and were finally returned to our mother a month after my 10th birthday. I can honestly say, those years were probably the best of my childhood. But everything has a price. And the price for those years of bliss always came at night. I remember the first time I saw it. I was woken out of a dead sleep one night. I couldn't figure out what woke me, and I sort of laid there, in a groggy stupor, trying to gain my bearings. I quickly noticed the urge to pee, so I got up, walked the 5 steps or so it took to go from my bedroom to the bathroom, and did my business. As I returned to my bedroom, I froze in the doorway. I scanned my room. A feeling of dread slowly welling up inside my small child brain. Seeing nothing out of the ordinary, I shrugged it off and climbed back into bed. See, I've always had the habit of falling asleep to horror movies or scary shows, usually Tales from the Crypt. So I chalked it up to a vividly wild imagination and that damned crypt keeper. As the toilet ceased filling its tank and the hissing of running water died out and eventually went mute, I noticed a distinct tapping noise. It sounded like a dog's nail on hardwood floor, except the dogs were all asleep in the front yard and our floors were carpeted. I was shaken by the noise for a second, but quickly tried to reason in my young mind that I was hearing things, all fueled by my addiction to scary stuff. So I pulled my pillow over my head and tried to go back to sleep. That's when the tapping got louder and its tone changed. It no longer sounded like dog nails and hardwood. It sounded like fingernails tapping on glass. And it sounded like it was coming from above me, coming from my bedroom window. Tentatively, I pulled the pillow from my head and slowly shifted my gaze to the window. What I saw chilled me to the bone. Red eyes glared at me from the other side of the window, malevolence bleeding from them like a stuck pig. Sharp fangs lined a pair of lips that were pulled back like a snarling tiger. Its face was covered with short black fur, and it had a pair of twisted horns sprouting from its forehead. I could make out the shadow of huge, leathery wings coming off its back. When it caught my stare, its snarl quickly shifted to the most evil grin I could possibly fathom. I was paralyzed as soon as I made eye contact, and in my head, I could hear a strange, deep, gravelly voice speaking to me, but the language I didn't and still don't know. All I know is it sounded ancient and felt cruel. I don't know how long we stayed that way, but all of a sudden, I was able to break my stare and immediately screamed like a little girl. John, what's wrong? My grandmother pleaded with me when she entered my room. I just sat there, blubbering like a baby, pointing at my window, and occasionally letting out an indecipherable squeak as I struggled to retain my composure and remember how to speak. The devil is on the roof, I was finally able to say. Now, before I continue, I must explain. I've always been agnostic. I absolutely believe there is a higher power, though I refuse to label it, him, her, they, with any conventional names. A name is simply a way to identify someone, and we should be able to identify the higher power on a spiritual level. Just my belief. I do not believe in the devil, just a scapegoat for the ugly side of humanity. Again, just my belief. The devil is on the roof, I repeated after Grandma gave me a quizzical look. John, you were dreaming. I keep telling you to stop watching those stories before bed. This is why. You just had a very vivid nightmare is all. I wanted so badly to believe Grandma, but I knew what I had seen. Still, I laid back down, and Grandma sat in there with me until I was asleep again. I woke up to a bright morning and no more incidents. The next night, I'm lying in bed watching, you guessed it, Tales from the Crypt, when I hear the tapping again. This time, I know it's not a nightmare, and I still haven't fallen asleep yet. I tried to ignore it, but the tapping got increasingly louder the longer I resisted. I was afraid the damn thing was going to break the window, and in my fear, I quickly glanced toward the window. As soon as my eyes landed upon its horrible visage, I was frozen in place again. This time, the voice either spoke in English, or it gave me some way to understand it, but I clearly heard it say, "Come with me. You have been forsaken. We will never forsake you." We? Who the heck is we? I thought to myself. We are many. We are one. We are here for you, and we aren't leaving without you, it responded. And that's when I realized it could hear my thoughts. We can do more than just hear your thoughts. We can watch your memories. We can taste your fear. And with that, I felt a horrid pain in my head. My vision flared stark white, shifted to bright crimson, and finally faded to black as I lost consciousness. I awoke lying on the floor in the fetal position. Although the last I could remember, I had been laying on my back in my bed, having a telepathic conversation with what I truly believed to be a demon. I was soaked in sweat and was shivering uncontrollably. I pulled myself off the floor and wobbled to the bathroom. I stripped out of my sweat-drenched clothes, climbed in a shower, and just let the hot water run over me, warming my still chilled flesh and bones. I didn't feel like me. It's hard to explain, but I was an energetic, happy, exuberant little boy. That morning, however, I felt a dark, brooding energy hanging over me. I didn't want to be around people, and even though it was starting to terrify me at night, I didn't want to leave my bedroom all that day. This continued nightly. Every night, I would either be awoken or summoned to look by a persistent tapping on my window, and when I finally would look, I'd get locked into the trance-like state that instigated our mental exchanges, and every day I'd become more and more introverted. One particular hot summer night, I woke up to an entirely new sound. The tapping had been replaced by a scratching sound. As I slowly opened my eyes, I felt a draft come through my open window. Who opened my window? And then I remembered. I remembered my grandma coming into my room and saying how hot it was. I remembered begging her not to open the window, and her begrudgingly agreeing to leave it closed. She must have opened it when I fell asleep, and the scratching continued, louder, closer to my head. Come with me, the gravelly voice, but this time it was audible. I hadn't looked toward my window, using every ounce of willpower I could muster in the hopes of avoiding that trance-like state. But the shock of actually hearing that voice with my own ears was enough to snap my head around out of surprise. My eyes immediately fixating upon this beast that tormented me nightly. It opened its mouth, and a barbed, forked tongue slithered out and flicked the air like a snake. It reached an unproportioned, sinewy arm covered in short, black bristles through my window and tried to grab at me. In the process, it broke our stare, and I was able to look from the window and move my body again. As I lunged off my bed and toward the door, one of its razor-sharp claws sunk deep into the meat of my shoulder. I screamed out in sheer agony as its claw tore through skin and muscle, splashing blood across my bedding and one of the walls. Grandma came running to my room, opened the door, and froze. I don't know if it was the blood, the beast, a combination of the two, or something else entirely, but she too let out a scream. I heard the hard flap of leathery wings and felt a hard breeze push against my back from the window. Grandpa arrived at my bedroom door, glanced around the room, saw the gore on the bed and wall, and immediately had me up in his arms, rushing me to the truck, and then rushing to the hospital. The doctor said I must have snagged my shoulder on a nail in my sleep, but couldn't understand how I could get cut so long, deep, and with such a clean cut from a nail. 14 stitches in my shoulder, a tetanus shot, and we were sent home with a preventative antibiotic to keep my shoulder from getting infected. That was the last time I ever saw that thing. I know it exists. What it is, I don't know. What it wanted, though, seems clear. It wanted me. Occasionally, I'll still hear it tapping at my window, like fingernails on glass, despite it being over 20 years since the incident I just wrote about. My skin crawls, and my blood runs cold when I hear it. But I keep not only the window closed, but the blinds stay closed at night too, just to be sure that I'll never get caught by its hypnotic stare again, never hear that horrible voice playing around inside my brain again. It's out there, right now, looking for victims. This much I know for sure, because some nights, after I've fallen asleep, I'll dream of things. I'll be gliding over houses and land on the roof of one. I'll lean over the edge of the roof and tap on the window with claws that are clearly not mine. And then I'll hear, clear as day, my voice purring, "Come with me," before my eyes snap open and I wake up.
That's fucking creepy.
What did it say? I didn't catch it, dude. I heard a scratching and I just about pooped all over myself, even though I
No,
already...
basically, it's
a demon.
There's two theories I have.
It's just
One is that he is
Will you
one as
rewind the
well.
last part?
Well, okay, yeah. One theory though, real quick, is that he is one of the demons, and another theory is
he controls
I'm
it.
just assuming. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same
that's
theory.
fucking creepy.
Okay, let's do another. Also, you got Kill. Did you tune into my stream yet, or?
I haven't made
Okay.
it down there yet. I'm gonna try it one more time.
Oh, then there's someone else
That was a
watching.
good one. That wasn't bad. Wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It was just more like the worst part was when
it
you got
wasn't as
scratched.
creepy, I'll give you that much. It's just more of a, I mean, it started off pretty well, but then it kind of died down. It was
Hey.
too long, I think.
Dinkle, do you like how I put that second engine into the car?
Man, that's pretty sick.
Put the second engine.
Alright, see.
Okay. Well, let's mute our mics and listen to
I
another.
got it this time. I got it. Got it. Got the screen, guys.
What's the
Now on
next
the screen.
Guys,
Are we ready yet?
what's the next one called? Okay, I'm ready.
I'm looking for a good one. Give me a second.
Give me a second, I'll be back, okay?
Are you there, Con?
Already muted.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll just start when I get one.
Have we found one yet or no?
I'm still searching. We've already seen a lot of these too.
Hey, if we really want to be scared, turn on Don't Peek.
Fuck that shit, bro.
You joined the stream, Kill?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find a flipping good one.
Okay, let's get this started. Just say the word. Yeah, Dinkley, you see how fast my car is now? Compared to what it used to be? Dingle?
Come on, baby. I think you already muted his mic.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I upgraded speed because I put a secondary engine into the back of the car. Can you tell a difference, Kill? In how fast I'm moving?
I can.
You can?
Looks different. Looks good. Yeah, I definitely can.
Yeah.
From the other day, yeah.
Oh yeah, I added a auto cannon.
I'm gonna have to do maybe a different guy because we're out of good ones from the other guy. Never mind. Let me try one more time. Have we seen how monsters are made?
No, I don't think so.
The pretty recent one. Dinkle, are you there? Yeah, did he say he was here?
I didn't hear him. I take off its can. Oh shit, I'm done. Okay, I'm out. Babbages.
Yo, Dinkle, you there, bro? Alright, well, I'm just gonna start it because I don't know where he's at.
Okay.
Wait, how long is this one first? Oh god, never mind. That's way too long. That's 40 minutes. Way too long.
Yeah, it's way too
There's string theory. Have we seen that one already, though? I don't think so.
long. Yeah, I don't think
It's
so.
definitely another one.
Yeah, I'm not dying. I haven't died yet, and I'm not dying now. Kill, have you seen that I lost all my weapons? I don't even have the 2 spikes on the phone.
Are you ready, Dinkle?
Did you guys find a new one, or?
Yeah, I got one. We were just waiting for you.
Okay, ready?
Wait for just a second.
Alright, well, just tell me when you guys are ready, and then just mute your mic.
I'm ready.
I'll be going.
Wait just a second.
Oh, shit. Never mind, it's an ad, so go ahead.
Hey, Kill, did you see that I lost all my freaking weapons on my car? Actually, I might make a modification to my car.
Have you ever had an experience?
Stop. Shit. I'm assuming we're good now.
I think we are.
Someone else was in your house and just thought, I don't want to know. Have you ever had an experience that suggested someone else was in your house and just thought, I don't want to know, and left it? Sometimes, fear of the unknown just seems like the preferable option than facing a real, concrete danger. Normally, it's nothing though. One time, the beeper function of my wireless house phone went off
Okay, I'm back.
when I was the only one home.
Turn off the...
It could only be called from the living room. Another time, I swear someone took some change from my desk. They're all probably just slightly disconcerting tricks of the memory. But what would you do when something truly suggestive happens? Would you run, or just ignore it, like I did? Last Monday was a normal day. I got up, brushed my teeth, changed into school clothes, all little parts of my morning ritual. It seems like it would be another totally unnoteworthy day, until I saw the strings. There were 3 or 4 thick, twined strings in my room. They crisscrossed between the walls around my bed, one attached to the door. No way I would have missed them before. I should have tripped over them. They were tied to pins in the wall, which had also not existed before 10 seconds ago. Nobody could have been in my room while I was in it, let alone set this up. It was early and my brain wasn't processing correctly. I simply discredited the sight, untied the strings, and left for school, leaving them balled up on my desk. It didn't get any better later. Outside my house were hundreds of them, tied between houses, across cars, across the streets. This had to be some super elaborate prank, one of those hidden camera shows, or a comedy improv blog. They had gotten everyone else to play along too. Passerbys were tangled in them, tying them to objects they were walking towards and away from, as if they had been and were continuing to follow the course laid out for them. I nervously continued my journey to school. On the bus, everyone except me was tied to the door. At school, groups of friends were tied to each other. Teachers were tied to their desks and boards. Oddly enough, at this point, all I could wonder was, why had I been left out? When my friend Lucy sat behind me in first period, she simply plonked back down on my lap and rested her chin in her hand, looking right past me to the window outside. "Hey, Lucy." No response. "Come on, I didn't expect you to be in on this too." She sighed and started taking books from her bag. All the books were tied to her hands. I grinned and yanked one of the strings off a book. She didn't seem to notice. Instead, simply disregarding the book completely, letting it drop to the floor without a moment's hesitation. I leaned down, picking up her book and placing it back on her desk. She took no notice. "Well, if that's how we're going to play it," I smiled, trying to look playful, but really just trying to hide my nervousness. I bundled all the strings attached to her together with one hand, then pulled them all free. She blinked, turning to stare at me. "Holy crap, Martin, you're like a ninja or something." "I've been sitting here for maybe 10 minutes. I smiled again, relieved my friend had finally noticed me. "Where did all these strings come from?" she gasped, seemingly noticing for the first time. "I assumed you were all messing with me." She stood up, backing into a corner. No one else in the class noticed. "They weren't here just a minute ago. Do you see them too?" Her tone made it clear she was genuinely scared. "No, didn't you?" I was interrupted by my teacher, slamming the door behind her. Everyone except me and Lucy murmured a good morning, and still, no one seemed to pay either of us any notice. "People have been ignoring me all day," I said to Lucy, before turning to our teacher. "Hey, dumb slut, you can't teach for crap." No reaction. "I'm getting away from all this nonsense." Lucy pulled a few strings aside and left the class. I followed, and surprise, surprise, no one else noticed. We wandered the corridors, leaving and entering classes as we saw fit. Whenever we untied a chair or book from someone else, it was like it suddenly didn't matter to them. It didn't exist. I showed her the street outside, and there were more strings than when I came in this morning. Twice as many. We carefully picked our way through the tangle, making our way to a nearby coffee shop. Not particularly grand, I know, but what would you do in our situation? As I said, fear of the unknown sometimes seems like the safer option. On a few occasions, I suggested we untie a few more people. Lucy was opposed to it, remembering how terrified she'd been. In the coffee shop, we grabbed a couple of sandwiches and drinks from the fridge. We found a table, untied all the strings attached to the chairs, and sat down. We both ate in silence, both of us too scared, both of us by watching the strangers in the shop, oblivious to the strings. After 20 minutes, Lucy spoke up. "Now she's going to take that sandwich," she said, pointing at a woman across the shop. Sure enough, she walked to the fridge and took the plastic-wrapped sandwich she was tied to. She pays for it and leaves. She did so according to the prophecies of the strings. That guy doesn't intend to pay. I watched as a man took his coffee and ran out of the store. The two servers just looked too exasperated to go after him. "This is horrible," she whimpered. "Let's go, please." Outside wasn't much better. Everyone just followed the string's instructions, going about their daily lives. Lucy announced she was going home to sleep this off, and I agreed to walk with her. She only lived 10 minutes away. Away from the busier part of town, there were fewer strings. It was nicer. We could pretend it wasn't happening. When we turned onto Lucy's street, she stopped, her mouth falling open. "What now?" I broke the silence, my voice sounding surprisingly small. "Look!" She pointed outside one of the neighbors' houses. I saw it clearly, and I'll take my memory of that moment till the day I die. A little dark imp, maybe 3 feet tall, walking along with its knuckles on the ground, almost like a monkey. It had 2 bulbous yellow eyes, taking up half its face, and no mouth or any other facial features. It was holding a hammer and a ball of twine, which it was letting out behind it. It walked quickly and quietly from the front door of the house to the mailbox. It stopped, hammered a nail into the side of the box, and tied its string around it. It turned to face us, and stopped when it spotted us. My jaw fell open further than it had already been, but it just stared with a look of surprise and curiosity. You could almost say it was the more frightened one. Suddenly, it beckoned to us with its tiny hand. It looked at Lucy. She hadn't moved. I looked back at the imp, which stared at me. I halved the distance between us, and then halved it again. This wasn't fear of the unknown anymore. It was fear of this little guy. Didn't seem like anything to be scared of. When I was a meter away from it, it extended its hand. Hi. I shook it. It nodded in approval, blinking its massive yellow eyes up at me.
Oh, shit.
So, you're the ones in charge of the strings? It nodded eagerly. I called Lucy over, but she stayed where she was. There are more of you? Another nod. I wanted to ask it so many questions about what it was and where it came from. It seems for now I was stuck with only yes or no questions. Do we even have free will? It just looked at me, almost sad. I immediately felt sick to my stomach and couldn't bear looking at the little monster anymore. I grabbed Lucy, who had been listening to our exchange, and now sat on the curb with her head in her hands. Come on. We entered her house, and I made her a cup of tea. When I found her in the living room, she had untied a dog and was curled up with it, crying. I set the tea down and sat beside her. I'm so scared, she whispered, after a good 10 minutes of sobbing. I didn't answer. I couldn't. I'm going to sleep, she mumbled suddenly, and was under within the minute. Sleep was starting to sound pretty good all of a sudden. My eyelids suddenly felt like they were being weighed down. I collapsed to the rug, and the last thing I heard before I fell asleep was the scurrying of several sets of little feet nearby. I felt much better the next day, as if the whole affair had been a dream. I'd probably have believed that if I hadn't been awoken by Lucy's mother that morning, wondering what I was doing sleeping over without permission or something. Over breakfast, Lucy asked me why I looked so pale and nervous. I turned to her and smiled, mumbling something to her about feeling sick. But the truth was, I was scared, because I couldn't see any strings, and was wondering whether my actions were truly my own.
Was that the end?
Oh, whoops, my bad. Whoops. Hold on. Give me a second.
Was that one good?
Yeah, it was okay.
No, that was. I'm not gonna lie. I left like 2 minutes after the video started.
Why?
I went to go do some.
Hey, Kill.
One thing was
What do you think I should do?
I
Get
was
the
getting-
machine gun, get the cabin, get the cannon, get the wheels, get the wires, get electronics.
It's up to you, man.
Well, I'm
I don't know the
done.
game. I don't know the game as well as you do, so obviously your opinion would be a lot more.
I'm gonna do
how
an
would I say this?
invasion.
A lot more. You have more experience in the game. Let's just say that, so you know more than I would.
Okay, let's start up another one, cause I gotta.
Wheels.
Oh.
Wheels.
No.
I've been saying that like repetitively. I'm wondering why you couldn't hear me. I had my mic muted.
Okay, I gotta fight a Leviathan now.
Wait for just a second. I'm gonna go grab like just a cheese stick.
Well, that's fine. I'm probably gonna go grab something.
It's really dark in there. It is really dark in there. Never
Taking
mind.
a mic with you? I'm gonna do it like a man with no mic on, no lights on either.
I've got like 3 people piled up in my room. Guys. Hello?
Yeah.
Where'd Kill go?
I don't know. This thing's too heavy to move. Why did I go into its line of sight? Get out. Favorite guns.
How long has this party been going on? I can check.
I made a mistake.
Kill, you gonna start it?
Huh?
Start it.
Are you serious? Another one?
Mute the mics.
Oh my fuck. Well, don't mute him yet. I gotta find one first.
He's got a point there.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about till I find one.
Alright, when you do find one, I'll be going getting a cheese stick, okay? Put my mic down.
You do that.
I'm sure you can move now. It's light enough to move. Light enough to move. It's light enough to move. It's light enough to move. It's light enough to move. Yeah, that fucked me up. But since Dingle said wheels, I guess I'll do wheels now.
Okay, let me make this easy.
Fuck off. Don't turn on.
Oh wow, this.
That's a good ass piece of food I just ate, bro. God damn.
Okay, let me make this
No, fuck you. Turn off. God, some of these look so sick to watch and so scary, but they're like freaking an hour long. Like, I'm not wasting an hour watching one video.
I know, right?
Ooh, that looks like a good one.
I'm back.
Dingle, I'm
I
playing
think I
Get the
found a good
Wheels.
one.
I'm playing Get the
Called,
Wheels.
What Haunts the Fields.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna
Mute
get
him.
another cheese stick.
Mute him.
Wait, Dink, are you leaving or are you staying?
We might wait 30 seconds, okay?
I can do that.
Okay.
You see, Kill, what I'm doing right now is I'm getting 2 different audiences and I'm bringing them together. 1, they get to watch creepypastas, and 2, they get to watch Crossout. It's genius.
Don't even know what to say to that one.
Besides, it's genius.
wouldn't necessarily characterize it as genius, but I mean, my guess.
Well, it's
Alright.
good. It's good marketing.
I got a pack of Scooby-Doo gummies. Let's go.
That's like saying you're gonna buy a video game with the pack of Skittles on the side. It's
Okay,
nice.
let's go.
I don't know, that was an awful.
Yeah, they're
You ready?
You.
No, fuck you, ads. Oh shit. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go.
In the midst of the fields, they say, are where the bodies were found. They were nailed to a stick of wood and used as scarecrows, but not before their bones and organs were removed and replaced with straw. Is the story true? Jonas asked. Of course not, my boy, Hicks replied, laughing his way into the kitchen. Hicks was a 60-year-old man who had lived across from the field his whole entire life. Jonas was a young 17-year-old male who was hitchhiking along the road that sits outside Hicks's home. Hicks felt bad for the boy, so he allowed him to stay in the spare bedroom of his home in exchange for work around the farm. He'd only been there for 4 days, and everything was well. But there was something about the fields that gave Jonas the creeps. It was the way the crops swayed inconsistently with the wind. It was the smell that would linger around the fields and make its way toward the home. But most of all, it was the stories that Hicks would tell him about the fields. Every night before he'd go to sleep, Jonas would take a peek at the fields. He'd never seen anything other than crows, but one night he saw something else. It fled across the field and disappeared into the distance. He didn't get a desirable sighting of the thing, and that's what scared him the most. Was a dark shadow. He didn't look away, even after the thing had already disappeared. He kept his eyes gazed out at the fields. He thought about what Hicks had told him. Dying is not exactly what most people are afraid of. It's the fear of the unknown. Nobody knows what comes after death, so they fear dying in every way possible. In this situation, Jonas was fearing the unknown. If he had gotten a more desirable glimpse of the thing, he'd know what it was. It's the fact that something is out there, and he had no idea what it was. That's what scared him the most. The next morning, Hicks and Jonas were both distressed to find some of the crops in the field to be destroyed. Thinking about what he saw the night before, Jonas was convinced he knew what had destroyed the crops. He informed Hicks about what he saw. "It's the damn crows," Hicks said, ignoring what Jonas had told him. "It's always the damn crows." The hours went by, slowly but surely. Jonas was just finishing up work in the barn and heading toward the house when he'd heard something shuffling through the fields. He was curious, but yet afraid of the unknown. He walked cautiously into the dark fields, the moon being his only source of light. He had a pitchfork in his hands, and he held that pitchfork in a defensive position as he shuffled through the fields. He heard something. He knew it was out there. Even when he was standing completely still, he heard something moving through the fields. He heard it snickering. He heard it breathing. There was something out there, but he couldn't see it, and that's what scared him the most. Fear of the unknown. As Jonas stood in the center of the fields, he realized he was lost. He smelled something deadly. He shuffled through the fields a bit more, and that's when he found it. Not the thing, not what haunts the fields, but he found a man nailed to a piece of wood as the straw hung out of his gut. His skin was desiccated, and the bottom portion of his legs were removed, just above his knees. He thought he heard him breathing, but no, the man's been dead for over a month. He heard something else. He looked to his right, and that's when he saw it. Not waiting for a second, he took off running. He ran through the fields, not even worrying about the fact that he was lost. All he could think about was what he saw. Despite the fact that he'd seen it, he still did not know what it was. Fear of the unknown. He kept running, shuffling through the fields as horrified as he could be, until he ran into Hicks, who'd gone out to look for him. He followed him back to the house, explaining to Hicks everything that he saw. "He's out there," he yelled. "I've seen him." "You calm the hell down, boy," Hicks yelled. Jonas had become silent, but still shaking from fear. What haunts the field is not a he, and it's not a who. It's a what. It's an it. It's a thing. "He killed a man," Jonas said. "It's still out there. We have to call the police." "There ain't nothing no police can do," Hicks said. "We'll be safe, just as long as we stay away from the fields at night." "What does it want?" "It's the damn crows," Hicks replied. "It's always the damn crows." Jonas went to bed that night, unable to sleep, with the haunting images of what he saw earlier that night on his mind. He spent most of that night glancing out of the window, fearing that what haunts the field is still out there. It wasn't until he began dozing off that he saw it again. Its beaming red eyes could be seen from miles away. But it was much closer than that. It was standing near Hicks's tractor, staring into the fearful eyes of Jonas before it fled into the fields and disappeared. The next day, Jonas still could not get the images of that night off his mind, from the dead man to the beaming red eyes of the thing. He was being haunted by the images. When the night rolled along, Jonas made sure to get inside the house before sundown. He was all alone that night. Hicks had left hours before for a supply run. Just a few hours after sundown, a scream had echoed from the fields. It was a woman. Jonas thought about it, and he thought about it hard. He decided that it wasn't right for him to just stand there and listen as the woman screams for her life. He grabbed a shotgun belonging to Hicks, not even sure how to use it. He ran out of the house and into the fields, screaming out for the woman. She was no longer screaming. Hadn't screamed in minutes. He got to the center of the fields, and that's when he saw her. She was nailed to a stick, straw hanging out of her gut. The bottom portion of her legs were removed and were also filled with straw. He thought that she was breathing, but no, she was dead. And again, it was the thing. with his beaming red eyes staring back at him. Jonas took off running, able to find the house minutes later. He ran inside and locked every door and every window. It was coming after him, and he knew it. Eventually, everything had become silent. The only thing he could hear was the beating of his own heart. There was a knock at the door, and his heart was getting louder. Another knock, and his heart was getting louder. Again, another knock, and his heart was getting louder. He knew that it could have been Hicks, but he also knew it could have been the Thing. His chest was getting tighter as he took a deep breath. The fear was growing more intense as he didn't know who it was outside the door. Fear of the unknown. He walked slowly to the door, dragging his feet as he got closer and closer. He looked through the peephole, but all he could see was bright red. It blinded him for a few seconds, but he knew what it was because he stared into that red a few times before. He ran from the door, unsure of what to do. He hid inside his bedroom closet. Everything was quiet for a moment. The only thing he could hear was his own breathing. The fear got more intense, and his chest even tighter. He tried with everything he had not to make even the smallest sound. The sound of footsteps wandered through the home and made its way toward Jonas. They were getting closer, and the closer they got, the louder his heartbeat would sound. His bedroom door creaked open. Whatever or whoever it was in the room. Its breathing. He could hear its breathing as it was louder than it had ever been before. The closet door creaked open, and Jonas was certain he was next to be nailed to a stick and displayed as a scarecrow. However, it was Hicks who stood in front of him. "What are you doing, boy?" he yelled, taking the gun from Jonas. "It was here," Jonas said. "It was outside the door." Hicks shook his head as he was snickering. The sound so familiar to Jonas. "You got it all wrong, my boy," he said. "You see, I left out a very important detail about what haunts the fields." He got closer as Jonas backed up against the wall. "It doesn't just kill anybody. It picks up hitchhikers, and it takes them to his home, where it tells them stories about the fields." His eyes become a bright, beaming red. "Do you know what it does to them next?" "No," Jonas cried. "It guts them. It stuffs them with straw, and then nails them to a stick out in the fields," he said. "Do you know why it does that?" "No," he cried again. "It's the damn crows," he said. "It's always the damn crows."
That had to be it then.
What the fuck was that?
The ending.
What is that? That's not an ending. It's a
It is.
shitty ass ending if you ask me.
No, you didn't know what happened?
No, I missed a little bit of it, but I wasn't
Dude,
paying
the
attention most
Hicks
of it
was
for a
the
minute.
freaking thing that haunts the field.
Oh, what the fuck? Of course it fucking is. That's great.
That guy's the person who haunts the field.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so Mitch was the guy haunting the field the whole time? Or not Mitch, but Hicks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he's the, He's the person who haunted the field. He said something about it picks up hitchhikers. Tells them stories
I
about
remember
the
hearing that
field.
part, but I was just
and he
confused.
told him stories about the thing that haunts the fields.
How much longer until my sledgehammer's done?
Your what?
Half an hour. Aren't you watching the stream?
Yeah.
That thing is the sledgehammer.
Should we do another?
Yeah.
Alright, let me finish this game first.
Well, what should I do? Get the machine gun, get the shotgun, get the cabin. Actually, I need to probably do
I
this.
usually take my mic off and then put the story next to the...
Get the wheels. Get the wheels.
Why do I need to get the wheels?
Because it sounds amazing.
They're not even better wheels than what I already have.
I don't care. Get the wheels.
God, I'm gonna get the cabin.
Actually, get the oh, never mind.
No, what? I didn't start the battle yet.
Get the cannon.
I already have all the stuff for the cannon.
Get the machine gun then.
That machine gun is the worst machine gun in the history of machine guns.
Okay, then get the shotgun.
Actually, I probably need that. Thanks for suggesting it. I was actually about to get the wires, or one of the raids. A V8 engine.
What? Yeah.
Please hurry up and cross this road. Oh my god, you are so slow.
I guess I'll go play some more Thunder games too.
Oh, you're not
We're doing that cheese.
anymore?
I mean, we're gonna be listening to the same exact thing, or just gonna be playing the game because that sounds a little more fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep this going in case the people, if someone was watching earlier, I don't know if they still are.
What? Oh, bring it way down.
Nicole, do you like what I did with my car lately? How armored it looks?
Whoa, there goes the HDMI cable.
Hey, Dingle,
okay.
Do you like the auto cannon I put on this car?
Well, auto cannon.
The big gun on top that I've been using all game.
Oh, yeah.
Do you like how I installed the cooler?
Oh, the thing in the very back that you check out all that crap for?
No, that thing in the very front that I just took out one thing for.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, but putting the engine in the back was actually a really good idea, because then I can do shit like this. Holy shit. 5 bitches, I only have 3 wheels, but I'm out. Peace.
I'm playing Eastern Europe with a Crusader.
I'm on Berlin in a freaking Archer.
Yeah, Dingle, these 2 engines are actually really effective for my playstyle.
Ow, my ears.
What happened?
I turned on the game audio.
It's coming. What?
The game audio is coming.
No, dude, we were watching this one called Apple Maps earlier. It had to do with how it was interfering with Apple Maps.
I thought you said Apple Jacks.
How it was interfering with Apple Jacks.
What the fuck?
Is there even such a thing as Apple Maps?
Yes. It is very rare.
I only use Google Maps, but hey, that's me, so, you know.
Who in the heck uses an Apple Map?
Anyone that's just dumb and has the iPhone. You have to have both those qualifications.
Oh crap.
Dude, once I get the sledgehammer, I'm gonna be laying down the fucking law.
Laying down your logs, what?
What the fuck? No. I said laying down the law.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Seriously, suck a dick and kill yourself. For the love of God, that's such a mod. You hit me from the side and the shell ricochets down into the crew. Are you kidding me? Every time that's just bullshit, dude. Utter bullshit. I hope this guy fucking dies of cancer. Are you in a game still, bro? Think we in a game?
Yep, but I just died.
Can you spawn again?
Did I spawn again? I have no idea. Just taking bullets from everywhere.
Oh crap, it's already almost 11 o'clock here, bro.
It's 1 o'clock here.
That Apple Maps one, I just found that one. Oh, I just died in Berlin for bullshit reasons, so.
Here, give me just a second, I'll be there.
Ooh, Proctor Valley Road.
Rockley Valley Road.
No, Proctor Valley Road.
So I got creepypasta. Do it.
Don't find your roommates on social media.
Oh, yeah, I watched that
Milk
one.
and cookies.
I watched that one with Hiram.
Fog.
That's scary.
The Farnsworth experiments.
Nothing scary really happened.
Wait, well, whatever has an experiment in it, do it. Do it.
Don't turn off the webcam. Camera 23. Princess. The Sallow Man.
Just shallow man, do it.
The Proposition. The Lunch Lady. My little sister has an unusual talent. My grandfather suffered from dementia. I was born on a child farm.
My grandfather suffered from dementia. That's a great one.
The Curious Case of... That's a scary one. I'm not watching that one. That one
Which
made me
one?
shit my pants. It's about Smile Dog.
And it's all because
Curious
I
Case of Smile
shit
Dog.
my pants.
What's Smile Dog?
Very creepy.
It's all because
Turn it on, I wanna
I
hear it.
ripped my pants.
No, you do not. I am not watching that one again. That's the first one I've ever seen, and I shit my pants.
Well,
I
maybe
shit you not.
have an immunity to
I'm-
shitting your pants now.
It's not my fault, you're a little baby.
Never go to Walmart at 4 a.m. That's literally one.
Yeah, I know, dude. All the creeps and the meth heads hang out at Walmart at 4 a.m.
Dude, I went
Seriously,
there.
4 a.m.?
I went there at midnight once,
Dude,
and it was like right as we were leaving, all the meth heads were going in.
yeah, I know, right? Dude, it's from 11:30 to like 4:30 in the morning. It's that they're all there. Not a single one's left behind.
You shoot.
No such thing as ghosts, stolen laptop. I taught an AI to talk on Facebook.
That's definitely dumb.
Ooh, I might do this one. I might do this one only because it relates to Fallout. The Fallout number
is it?
station.
Yeah, do it.
I might do that one. Well, then first let's get in the squad first. We don't have to worry about this. Are you in the game?
I was thinking I'm gonna kill a Panzer IV.
Alright, just when you get back to the hangar, invite me, and then what are we doing? What tanks are we doing? British tanks? What are we doing?
We're doing British tanks. 2.3 max BR, I believe.
Alright.
I'm almost dead. I have one more spawn left. Should I use it or should I just come?
It's up to you.
I'm gonna use it.
You'll die.
I'm probably gonna die very quickly.
When you join my squad and you start looking, I'll search it. But for now, just, you know, we'll chill. Man.
A13. The BT5 of Trigger. I'm surprised that none of us even care that there's a new Italian nation out.
Well,
Captured A, I see.
I'll be back.
What?
oh god, that's loud.
What's loud was those bombs as they came towards us. Surprisingly, I didn't die though. Yeah, dude, they were like really loud. They made this giant whistling sound. Oh shoot. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey, Kill, I just thought of another theory about
Oh my
one of
God.
the ones earlier.
I just got a
Yeah.
tactical nuke dropped on me.
What,
Okay, I'm returning.
what if when he got scratched, the thing released a venom that connected their minds? I know it's a bit of a stretch, but it is possible.
Do what?
You remember that one where the thing that kept tapping on the window?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if when he got scratched, that's how he could see it through his dreams? They are mentally connected now because of that scratch.
Alright, Con, what's your height?
5'4" to 5'5", somewhere between there.
Okay, how much do you weigh?
87 pounds.
Holy shit.
God.
87.8,
Okay.
if we want to be exact.
So 57.8? Or not
80.
57, 87.8?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's round that up to 88.
I might weigh a bit heavier, but I couldn't check.
What are you trying to do?
No,
trying to figure out how much?
No, you're not
how much
heavy.
Of
I found
commands
this
you have to
little
drop
chart.
on a base.
That says the ideal body weight for people who are particular heights. And you're like 50 pounds or 40 pounds under the ideal body weight. That's okay though, because I'm 5'11", I'm 5'10", either 5'10" or 5'11", and I'm like 10 pounds under, but that's alright.
Actually, I might be
What's your
5'3".
what's your height?
I don't know what fast.
Oh, that's worse. That means like you're 60 pounds underweight.
No, I said
I'm kidding.
5'3".
Good. I know. You're fine. Don't worry. It's healthy. It's in the healthy range. So you're good.
5'7" or
What
5'8".
is unhealthy? Like 80 pounds under?
5'7", 5'8". Alright, what's your weight? Like 130?
It's like 125, I don't know.
125? That's good. That's healthy. A little underweight for that. If you're 125 and you're 5'6", 5'7".
What?
Yeah, the healthy weight for 5'6" and 5'7" is about 145, 150.
What? That's not fair.
That's the healthy weight though, not that. That's just average though. Like that's for a normal human being. But if you like lift weights or something, or if you run a lot, this doesn't apply to you.
Oh. Oh.
Note, if you weigh more than 10% of your ideal body weight, then you are overweight. If you weigh more than 20% of your ideal body weight, then you are considered obese. And this one guy put in the comments area of this, he's like, "Oh my God, I'm 5'10" and 190, not 190. I'm 94 pounds." I'm like, dude, this kid literally he's 70 pounds underweight.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That is unhealthy as fuck. That's anorexic. I'm not gonna lie. That's anorexia right there.
Well,
And it's fun. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm comparing the boys' weights to the girls'
well,
weights.
it might be just 94
like,
pounds of fat, and not 94 pounds of muscle.
Oh no, it just says I'm 94, and I believe this. He's pretty confident too in the way he's saying
94 pounds of fat will make you not look anorexic because it's a lot less dense than
94 pounds
muscle.
of muscle is like freaking.
It's not as much as 94 pounds of fat.
You look skinnier.
Yeah. That's why when you're lightweight, you want to have more fat, so that way you don't look too anorexic.
Alright. My chest is bigger than my stomach.
That's... Well, to be fair, I can touch under my rib, so I can't be talking.
No, like I get stuck in my gut like a whole lot.
Dude,
like,
I can suck in my gut, so,
like,
dude, on average, you can actually go under my rib without me having to suck in. Me sucking in, you can feel a lot of stuff you're probably not supposed to.
Okay, Con, we get it. You're skinny.
Feel a lot of things you're not supposed to. I'm not sure I wanna. No.
And I get it. Dude, people keep like shooting off my gun. So all I do now is I just like hit and run because of my 2 engines. So I can go fast enough, and with my hatches I can do like up to 200 damage per hit.
My mom.
Oh God.
Are we gonna turn it on?
Oh damn it! I got it.
Mute.
After this one, though, I'm probably gonna go to bed because I need sleep. Alright, let me just turn off that.
I don't need sleep. I live and breathe off
You
Fox.
might not want sleep, but I need sleep. That's the
He's an
necessity for
insomniac.
myself.
It's like
Oh shit, I got the smoke screen on this tank. Oh damn, hold on, let me test this smoke screen out. Dinkle, come here.
Wait.
Oh, I just shoot. Oh shit, it worked! It worked! I just shot smoke.
That's so sick. Keep shooting forwards.
I'm out. I only have one reel. It only comes with 2 canisters that you can shoot once. God damn it.
Really?
I have to reload. Yeah, we gotta cap a point so I can get more. That's so sick though, dude. Oh my god. Dude, oh wait, let me play it. My bad.
Laying down cover while you're like super injured with that would be OP as crap.
I just hit a round stop sign.
Or dude, hitting an enemy with that and knowing exactly where his position is would be super OP as well.
Alright, we ready?
Yeah.
Alright, everybody stop talking. Dinkle, we'll just keep playing this, alright?
Me and the Valentine are making love over here.
TMI.
Alright, yo, Dinkle, start and get ready, bro.
Oh shit, I accidentally turned
Fallout 3 contains several in-game radio stations. The most diverse and important station is Galaxy News Radio. Many players of the evil persuasion know that if you kill Three Dog, he will be replaced by the technician Margaret. She is not a charismatic person and has very little to say, seeming to not enjoy her new announcing duties. She also never appears in person and therefore cannot be killed. Once Three Dog is dead, you're stuck with Margaret. What most players do not know is that under certain circumstances, GNR will become a number station. A number station is a station that broadcasts an unusual coded message. Many of these exist in real life, and some people hypothesize that they are a nuclear retaliation control network. Simply check Wikipedia for more information about these odd broadcasts as they relate to the real world. Back to Fallout 3. No one is really sure which actions are needed to hear the number station in Fallout 3. It appears that you must kill Three Dog, because no one has ever reported hearing the number station with him still alive. It also appears that you have to skip over the quest, Galaxy News Radio, where you help boost the signal so that the station can be broadcast further than just the immediate DC area. This is easy enough to do.
God damn it, son of a bitch.
Simply
Fuck
using the Fallout
you,
Wiki to
asshole.
look up where to go next and advance the main plot. Finally, you definitely have to destroy Raven Rock. This is the actual trigger to turn GNR into a number station, and it will remain such for the rest of the game. However, the vast majority of players who perform these three actions still continue hearing the standard GNR broadcasts. So, there must be several more requirements the community has yet to isolate. If you're lucky enough to have hit upon the right set of circumstances, just after destroying Raven Rock, you will get the message, radio signal lost, and a few seconds later, radio signal found. You cannot, however, actually listen to GNR just yet, because you didn't boost the signal and are out of the range of the broadcast at the exit of Raven Rock. Luckily, Raven Rock is situated in the mountains, and it is right near one of the few places outside DC that you can get high enough to catch the signal. So far, the confirmed locations to hear GNR number signal are within the immediate DC area, obviously. This is true for the regular GNR throughout the game. At the top of the Ferris wheel at Point Lookout. On top of some of the SATCOM arrays you can climb in the northwestern map area. On the roof of Tenpenny Tower, though this may be within normal broadcast range anyway. Feel free to playtest and get back to me on this. On the highest point of the broken bridge around Erifu, again, maybe within broadcast range anyway. On some of the highest points on the mountaintops in the area near Raven Rock. This is obviously your easiest chance to first listen to the number station. When you tune in, you will hear an old, familiar voice. Three Dog, despite the fact that you killed him earlier. However, you will quickly notice that he does not seem to be in character. I guess it's not technically Three Dog, but just the voice actor, Eric Billums. He reads a series of numbers in a monotone, depressed-sounding voice. He always recites a list of single digits between 9 and 12 characters long. For example, 93791720034. He never uses a multi-digit number like 11 or 40. These numbers are followed by widely varying lengths of Morse code. This is then followed by the song, I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire. All the other music tracks seem to be inactive on the number station. The Morse code was the easiest part of the mystery to crack, as the code is widely available and many people actually know it by heart. We quickly had a list of a great number of messages in English. Some sounded completely mundane and even comical, such as, wash the car today, maybe Chinese for dinner, or, have you watched my YouTube video yet? I uploaded myself kicking bombs in the nuts. You may be saying, but wait, YouTube doesn't exist in the Fallout universe. And you are right. As far as we could tell, All of the messages sounded like they were based in our reality, somewhere near present day. Some of the messages, however, are quite sinister, such as, "The Queen has died today. The world mourns, as on days like these, we are all Brits." Or, "I can't believe they've actually done it. Not long left. The noise. I can't take the noise anymore." Just recently, a player on the wiki forums noticed a message that brought to light the meaning of the messages. He was reading a thread that collected all known messages, transponded from Morse code to English, and saw the line 12055282010. "What are you talking about? You will be missed." He realized this is a reference to the recent death. He realized this referenced the death of Gary Coleman, and then quickly realized the numbers were the time and date of death. He immediately scanned through the messages to try and find more examples of this apparent future telling by a game that's years old. The next message he read shocked him and pushed him to enlist the aid of others to decipher the codes. The message was 945420210. Accident in the Gulf. Several dead. Oil spill apparently averted. He realized this was the BP explosion and the erroneous day one assessment that the well was not leaking. From this point on, all numbers will be transcribed as times and dates. All times were given in-game in military format, and remained so in this document. Numerous members of the Fallout Wiki message board began looking over the messages to see what else we could learn. We quickly found that most of the dates were after the game had been released, yet oddly, some were from the past. 2215, April 15th, 1865. He's dead, and blame will probably be placed on the actor, Booth. Johnson better not cheat me out of the payment. This shed me doubt on the official version of the Lincoln assassination. As the community quickly started piling up interpretations of the messages, the mods of the site summarily banned everyone who had posted in, or even read the thread. All reference to the number station was removed from the Fallout Wiki, and filtering software was put in place to prevent reposting of any relevant information. A few people, however, finishing the translation of the remaining messages and putting dates to the existing ones. The Queen has died today. The world mourns, as on days like these, we are all Brits. 421, March 19th, 2018. Have you watched my YouTube video yet? I uploaded myself kicking bombs in the nuts. 2316, December 24th, 2012. I can't believe Britney's actually won an Oscar. 2133, February 27th, 2023. I can't believe they've actually done it. Not long left. They were warned, but they just had to keep pushing the boundaries of science. The noise, I can't take it anymore. And the light, dear God. The universe is slowly unraveling around us. I'm not going to wait for death. I have a pistol in the attic. This is actually the only message not preceded by a string of numbers. It may be worth noting that the latest entry on any of the messages is 127, July 6th, 2027.
I don't understand. I understand. Well, not, yeah. It's kind of hard to understand unless you played the game.
I'm really confused.
Yeah. Wait, have you played Fallout 3 in particular?
3? I played 4,
Yeah.
not 3.
Yeah. That relates morally to 3.
Isn't 3 the one with that big old like slingshot bomb nuke thing?
Like he can shoot like actual fat man.
Fat, yeah, fat boy, fat man, whatever it is.
Oh boy, yeah. But yeah. That is in the game. It's pretty cool. I haven't gotten one, but you know. I don't know about
Shoot,
you,
fat man. How do you not get killed by that?
If there's just done a video on it, you would die. It was either
Do
me or
what?
someone else. Okay, after this battle, I'm gonna wait till I get my shotgun. Shotgun in my pocket.
Hanger.
Good time in my feet.
Well, I guess I'll see you guys later.
Suck a dick, kill yourself. Oh, that was the spider that I lost earlier.
Wait, you're going, Dinkle?
Yeah, man. It's 120.
I'm gonna wait till I get my shotgun. I'm gonna play a few games with it, and then I'm gonna go.
I ain't gonna be on as early tomorrow. Because I'm gonna sleep and I'm gonna play some Xbox. Cause before I start raging on this game. Ooh, I got all modifications these days for something.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Do I have to argue for this?
This is how we end it.
Oh. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go watch some Netflix, right, Con?
Alright.
Alright, see you later, bud.
Bye. Hey guys, after this battle I gotta go. It's like 1:30 in the morning. No more creepypastas to listen to. Those have been gone for a bit now. Nah, only like 5 minutes. So after this game, I'm gonna go because there's no more creepypastas. If you guys are watching the end of the stream, go ahead, rewind it, and watch it from the beginning. There's a lot more creepypastas if you start at the beginning. So after this next game, we're just gonna go. I don't have 4,000 power score. Oh yeah, I took off a few things. This is actually a pretty lightweight vehicle. Only 4,000 kilograms? Actually. How much is 4,766 kilograms in pounds?
That would be 10,507.
Okay, that's not a lightweight vehicle. That is actually a pretty heavyweight vehicle. You know what? Let's see if I can get this machine gun, right? Yeah. Okay, after this, we're gonna go. I'm gonna try to get aggressive. Oh, here's my first. Yep. Darvis. Actually, no, since I was so short, I'll do a second one, then I'm gonna go. So. I keep forgetting that the skin is short. Yeah, see what I get for freaking being aggressive? Food. This freaking shoddy, though. I think if I change up my setup a bit, I might be able to get some different results. Back armor. Whatever's annoying me is about to get screwed. Yes, and I know this is like machine guns. I'm going against a freaking dominating gun. Like, look at this. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more because I'm so much fun. So what, 130? Yeah, after this next game, I swear I don't have an addiction. But I have an addiction. Yeah, this isn't fair. That last game fair. Yeah. I did this because of the quick play. Shit, I don't have a shotgun. Oh my goodness. What the fuck? Yeah, you can drill me. All you want. All I'm gonna do is keep grabbing you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna die. Right here, right now. Yeah, I completely and utterly screwed Janice over. Well, I screwed quite a few people over, but I might actually make a secondary design, like, for my free time. I might start a second. I might let you guys help me design a car. Now let's see how this game goes. Yeah, there we go. No big. Okay, yes, it's big. I have a problem, I swear. One more game. One more game. One more game. One more game. Well, if you guys made it all the way to here, I'm kind of surprised. Thank you for watching the creepypastas. Thank you for watching my channel. Well, our channel. I co-found this channel. I feel like I do most of the work right now though, but because we haven't uploaded in a bit, I haven't really gone with hiring in a bit. He didn't want to buy the early access bundle, but I did, so I got it. Because this game is awesome. Sure, you keep moving, you keep moving, you keep moving, so my shotgun doesn't get removed. Shoot my shotgun down removed, just like I said I wanted to do. But just keep shooting my back and I'll be fine. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Hope you guys had a great day. And see ya later. Goodbye.